The water's again wants to flow its own way. The water would normally go that way, but now it's going through one of the mine tunnels, or if it is a mine, I don't think it would be a mine, not so close, and it's going in that direction. So I've had a theory about this, and part of the ancient ways was to scare the pants out of you. So obviously you're in the rock halter, Serpent's rock halter, and remember these trees wouldn't have been here, so you could have even had the reflection of the moon bringing up a face, like some of the little water features you get. But there's a lot that's still hidden away, and they want it hidden away. Highways is now in control of this park, not Calderdale Council, I've started to realise. So the maps on the Garden of Eden, they talk about a missing river. The missing river is on the other side of the hall, going straight down. The watercourse to the Garden of Eden also would have gone under my feet here, and you can see where it is. All this water that's coming now is just from, see that's quite old. The water that's going in that direction. Then you have Redbeck going along the bottom. There's a religious symbol somewhere. I think it might be Druid. Come on, Suki, let's go. Come on. So what we're about to do is follow the watercourse where it's going, and it's found the old mines. So the water's actually going that way, either under the hall or, well, it must be going under the hall. So it's going past the wall and possibly under the hall. Can't be, hold on, somewhere in between the hall and maybe the garden. Where are you going? My friend here brings me to little things I find. Come on, Suki. Well, you shouldn't be eating stuff you don't. Hold on, she's been. And they just spend unnecessary money. I mean, this has been put here, and then they tried to put a little fence so that it stops. They want to close the hall down to the public at certain times, and it's been given to the people for the reason. And this wasn't founded in Halifax, when this hall has got a foundry, and it's still been in use. Anyway, sorry for moaning, that's just one of my takes. So it looks like the water goes diagonally. This is the old watercourse. Not the old watercourse, it's the old mines. And I don't even think they were mines, because when you look at the water board and the story of Anne Lister, and I love Anne Lister to bits, so don't think I'm slagging her off. She's helping me work this out. And just incidentally, I think she smoked weed, because when I know she's close, I get a smell of weed, which is frustrating, because I like the smell and I like the taste. So yeah, it must be, I should bring my dowser down really, a downing rod or whatever they're called. But the only way we're really going to work out all this is to explore them. I mentioned to someone to pass on a message to the hall, because the other thing, they're trying to make money as much as they can, and these trees have just been planted, so eventually when they get big they're going to block out the hall, and it's to put see, it's already happening. They charge so much money, Thomas, and then people put their loved ones' names under it. That's what we should have done to the garden when retired. See, these are quite new. No thought whatsoever. And the other thing that I tried to stop them doing, which I'm on one man on my own really, is they keep chopping the old big trees down, and I'm guessing it's just so they can plant new ones. Again, this one's been planted right underneath one of these are the mines, or one of the mines, or one of the there might not be mines, they're tunnels of some sort. So what's going to happen to, I don't know. So here we go. This water is actually coming from the top water, not water, is that what I've called it? No. The water board is actually taking the water. So any water that comes off the rock fountain now is overflow. So this is where where this water is coming from the rock altar. So it's coming in that direction and it goes down to there. And it's got quite a fast flow on it. I did try blocking it up, but the water wants to go this way. Water has a memory. I believe water has a memory. Water is part of what the Druids worshipped with fire, earth and wind. And in this valley, it is a very spiritual valley, but they're trying to cover it all up. Not trying to take the Anlister story away. So there will be a tunnel underneath here as well, I'm guessing, because you've got holes appearing. And to be honest, oh look, the daffodils are starting to come up. This is what stops people seeing what's happening, because they plant things in and around. So one of the things I've noticed, whoops, be careful, see there's holes all appearing everywhere. They're not rabbit holes. They'd kill the rabbits if they were in here. And they do. Around here, a lot of myxomatosis rabbits get found. So we've got a marker here. That's not for a little game they're playing around the hall in the park. This was the main entrance. Come on, Suki. One of the main entrances into the mines, or even possibly the hall of Amenti. So there would have been an archway. I have seen a picture. I don't know if it's in meditation or when I was a kid, but it was an engraving. So there might be pictures of it around, but it was when this was all mines, I suppose, coal. I'm not saying that she didn't mine the coal, but it's not in the Gentleman Jack story. So there you go, you've got the archway there where it would have come out of, and you've got one of the markers which is marking where the entrances are. Again, nobody knows where it is. Morning! Yeah, thank you. And then you've got water still coming out of, and they're all scratching their heads about this because they haven't a clue really about the history of the park, which is what I'm trying to explain to you now. The other thing that was a bit of a mystery is Anlister had the boating lake designed, and it used to be a slag heap, but then that means that time isn't working out to her story. If she designed the park, why was she making money from the coal? And there are clues again to Serpent's Lodge. If you want to have a walk around, if you ever come to visit and walk around the boating lake, you'll see a little broken gravestone. There's more meaning in that than you realise. There's another stone around here somewhere. So the water's coming from diagonal then down, and it's coming across this way. Look, if you look just by that log in the distance, see if I can pull it forward. think there's a stone there. There we go. See, all this is getting ruined now. But the water wants to go in this direction. Where are you? Where are you? Here we go. So here we have another one. So it's obviously a marker for something, and I believe if that was an entrance there, and there's a couple of these in the woods as well, but they're not just for the games that we play around here. Oh, there's another one. This game is probably deleted now and no one knows what these are for, VD. But it's full of codes, is shidben. And half the time they were like the trees and different types of what they were. And the Friends of Shibden and the Shibden Hall itself go around chopping them down. It was only 3 years ago they chopped another one down. I've asked them to put a preservation order on them, because some are quite spiritual trees. There's one I'll show you it's got souls in it. So there you go, you've got the water going in this direction and then coming through here. Let's go see if we can find that gravestone. I have put a piece on here. I think he's called John Wade. Not John Wayne, John, oh I don't know, my memory's not very good. I'm likely to go out over. And it seems as though the water board has got a lot of control over this park as well, because the boat in Lake used to get really algae and horrible stuff in it, which is not very nice, and they had to empty it quite a lot of times. And then I suggested, why don't they just open up the mere, or whatever it's called, weir, or I don't know, which is this bit, which would bring fresh water into the boating lake. And then when the Friends of Shibden Hall says, oh, we can't do that, we'll get charged by the water board. Well, now we've got the Ann Lister story here. I said, well, you have a right to do this now, and you shouldn't really be scared of the water board. They used to put green and blue dye in it. So again, we've got tunnels all over. I'm not saying that, but it could have been. This is Red Beck. Further up the beck, what are they doing? No, come on, Suki, not today. Again, you've got the clay even down here, so the whole hillside is clay. Morning. Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't want to talk. What I was going to ask him, I should start getting confidence up to talk to people. Some people do. At the bottom of here, I think it was just over there, or maybe even somewhere around there, a lot of the older people around here told me that there was a little house built which features in the Gentleman Jack story, and the council dismantled it, put little tickets on each piece of wood, and it was left for years dismantled. And when I asked what has happened to it, one of the ladies said to me, it rotted into the ground. Shameful. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. That's not conspicuous for my phone. Big splash. And again, in the woods up there, you've got little fences where one of the coal mines opened up, or a tunnel has opened up. The weird thing is, when you look and explore where it is, you don't see